Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow and check your phone, and there's a message. You've lost your job. Or maybe you get a call. A family member is in the hospital. Now here's the real question. Could you handle it financially today? Because most people can't. And that's not because they're careless. It's because no one ever taught them this one simple thing: how to build an emergency fund. In this video, I'll walk you through what an emergency fund really is, why it's more urgent than ever, exactly how much you need, and a step-by-step plan to build it, even if you're starting from zero. Let's simplify it. An emergency fund is money you set aside only for unexpected, necessary expenses. But here's where people get it wrong. They think, I'll just use my savings. I can always use a credit card. I'll figure it out when it happens. That's not a plan. That's a gamble. A true emergency fund is separate from your daily spending, not touched unless absolutely necessary, built specifically for worst-case scenarios. Let me give you examples of real emergencies: sudden medical expenses, losing your income, urgent home repairs, family emergencies, essential travel in a crisis. And what's not an emergency? A new phone, a sale you don't want to miss, a vacation deal. If it doesn't protect your survival or stability, it's not an emergency. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Life is unpredictable, but financial problems are predictable. Something will go wrong at some point. The only question is, will you be ready? Without an emergency fund, most people fall into this cycle. 1. Unexpected expense hits. 2. They panic. 3. They use credit cards or loans. 4. Debt builds up. 5. Stress increases. And suddenly, one problem turns into a long-term financial burden. But with an emergency fund, the same situation looks completely different. You stay calm. You pay for the problem. You move on with your life. That's the power of being prepared. It's not just money, it's peace of mind, confidence, control over your life. How much do you actually need? This is where people freeze. They hear, save 3 to 6 months of expenses, and they think, that's impossible, so they don't start at all. Let's break it down in a realistic way. Step 1, your starter fund. Your first goal is simple. Save enough to handle small emergencies. That's $500 to $1,000, or your local equivalent. This covers things like minor repairs, small medical bills, urgent travel. Step 2, 1 month of expenses. Next, build up to 1 month of living expenses. Calculate rent, food, bills, transport. This gives you breathing room. Step 3, full emergency fund. Finally, aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you lose your income, this is what keeps you afloat. And if your income is unstable, freelancer, business owner, you might even aim for 6 to 9 months. How to build it, realistic strategy. Now, let's get practical. Because knowing isn't enough, you need a system. 1. Start before you feel ready. This is the biggest mistake people make. They wait until they earn more. They feel stable. Next month. Start now, even if it's tiny. 2. Use the pay yourself first rule. The moment you receive money, save a portion immediately. Even 5 to 10% makes a difference over time. 3. Automate it. Set up automatic transfers. Why? Because discipline is unreliable, systems are not. 4. Reduce one expense, not everything. You don't need to suffer. Just pick one. 1 less food delivery per week. Cancel 1 subscription. Cut impulse spending. That alone can fund your emergency savings. 5. Capture unexpected money. Whenever you get bonuses, gifts, refunds, don't spend it. Redirect it into your emergency fund. Where should you keep it? Your emergency fund has one job: be there when you need it. So it must be safe, liquid, easy to access, separate, best place. A savings account, ideally separate from your main account. Avoid stocks too volatile, crypto too risky, lock-in investments too slow to access. This is not investment money. This is protection money. Mistakes that can ruin your progress. Let's protect what you build. Avoid these. Treating it like extra cash. Not rebuilding after using it. Setting unrealistic goals too early. giving up after small setbacks. Remember, this is a long-term habit, not a one-time task. One day, something unexpected will happen. That's just life. But when it does, you'll either feel panic or you'll feel prepared. And that difference? It comes down to one decision. Did you start your emergency fund? So start today, even if it's small, even if it feels slow, because future you will thank you for it. And when that moment comes, you'll be ready,